Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Water Realms video. We're back with Zerbus video for Matrix 1. This is the new Epoch boss. You can see we get 2 extra keys for this because there's basically 2 teams here. And I think there's a very common misconception right now that once you save your teams here, it's basically locked in. It's actually not. The text is a bit misleading. So basically, as long as you don't save a score, you can actually go in and still switch out your teams. So that's just something to take note of when you're doing these attempts so that you can maximize your score as much as possible. Alright, so we're going to do the magic phase here, and this is the team that we're running. Valara obviously is the better pick here because you can actually control ultimate compared to Ingrid. But unfortunately, we don't have her, so this is the team that we're running with. We're going to try to push for a 40k score. Let's see if we can actually get there. And I have Nastia as the Lord here because she's A2 and she has a much better Lord skill compared to Cyrus here. So yeah, we have Beelzebub for inspiration, and that's basically it. Nothing much else to explain. The boss does do a debuff that can be dispelled. That's why we have Elowen in the mix here as well. And tanks wise, there's only really so many tanks that can help to keep things alive. We'll head into the fight and we'll talk more about that in a bit here. Alright. So if we just pause here at the monster manual, you can see that there's this chain vision. So this is the one that we try to avoid as much as possible. I think it's every third wave. You basically have to kill all the spawns in time, otherwise the boss does massive damage and basically kills everyone on the battlefield. And then we also have Focus Strike. It basically targets the tank. And whenever the hero dies under this effect, actually deals high damage to all heroes one time. So that's why it's very important to pick a good tank, because once the tank dies, your whole team just falls apart. And whenever you finish 1 HP bar here, the boss goes into emergency recharge protocol, which is right over here. That actually, has gives him reduced physical and magic damage reduction. So you basically use this chance to do as much extra scores as you can do. And then we have that 30-second penalty for each respawn. And then also whenever a hero triggers death immunity on yielding, their rage and attack will be reduced for some time. So that's basically it. The units have some taunt, and also if they stay alive for too long, they take the charge shots, which basically does a lot of damage to the tank. So you just can't keep them alive for too long, basically. Alright, let's actually head back in here and we'll do the actual run here. Alright, first wave, we're gonna pop these two guys. Right. After this, we're gonna pop Boris. There we go. And then now we are at Relentless Evolution. This is the part where we actually get unlimited, or rather we get him in a weakened state. And then we also get to do as much damage as possible. Alright, now we're back to the next wave. Off the ultimate there. My Elowen is A3, so I don't really have to manually hit the Dispel a lot. Pop ultimate there. And now we're back with the Endless Wave bit again. Finger is in overload right now. Pop the ultimate here. There we go. We pop pop the Beelzebub ultimate here, try to get a bit more damage. Okay. Now we get into Chain Fusion, so to kill off these guys as soon as we can. Pop the ultimate here. Try to get as much score as we can here. Alright. Dispel here. See the boss is starting to hit like a truck. And see that's the massive hit that happens. Barely alive here, but gonna push through a bit more and get the 40k score, but yeah, it's basically gonna be game over for us here. Still have 30 seconds to go actually, but yeah, we're not really gonna be able to do much here. Just let the boss wipe things out. Actually, even at this point, yeah, the timer runs out, so there's nothing else to do. So you can see it's quite complex, the boss itself, and that 40k score was just 2% of the total score. And you can see results will only be recorded after saving, and heroes, gear, artifacts from both team setups will be locked. So we're not going to save yet because who knows what mana people will come up with, and this is also a high score. And damage-wise, you can see Ingrid and Nora up top. You have Boris and Praetus with Nastia very, very far behind. So it's not exactly the easiest content. I would have to say that if you have Valara though, it makes it way, way easier. Valara is probably the highest damage dealer here. We actually have Demi up top as well. Over here it's going to be Valara and Ingrid. In our case, it's going to be Anora and Ingrid instead. But yeah, with Valara, it just makes this mode a lot easier. Beatrix is also doing amazing work here. My Beatrix is only A1, so I'm not even going to attempt that. So yeah, let's take a look at gear here now. For the end of the video. So my prioritization is obviously not going to be on Pope, so he does have a quad. Ingrid does have a quad, and also the Tear of Twilight with the attack bonus. And then other than that, with Beelzebub, just your standard inspiration build with Tear of Twilight. And then after that, we have Eloin here, Invigoration, and also TS Bomb. Canelian, nothing too crazy, just a lot of attack speed to keep the orbs up. I don't really need her to heal, and then Euphoric Orb. And Nastia, Hell's Lament set, she doesn't do much damage here anyways, so you don't have to prioritize her gear. In fact, if your Cyrus is A2, you can move that over. Or if they are both below A2, then you'll still pick Nastia because she has a better lock bonus. Nora here, my best quad set with her exclusive artifact. And Nerissa, just a standard healing set. And Boris, I do have his exclusive gear, but I don't have his exclusive artifact, which is a shame. Otherwise, I think he can do quite a bit of work here as well. And Cyrus, it's just going to be in the Temple's Wheel set alongside with the Bastion Rig. So yeah, that's the 40k run. I hope that was helpful. It is done without Valara, but of course we have Ingrid A5, we have Nora A5, but even then, I think it's still not easy content. Let's hope that things do change from here, that they actually adjust the boss, or we have new units that are more attainable by everyone that can really help to, get to the higher scores as we seen in Samra when it first arrived. People were struggling quite a bit, and a lot of reworks later, it became a lot better. So let's see if the same goes for Zerbus. So yeah, let's get back with the video. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments section below. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.